Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Wannabes podcast, where we review movies, shows, talk about the news happening in the entertainment industry, all of it. Guys, if you're new here and you're not familiar, I'm Morgan, and these are my co-hosts, Luke and Dreaded. So, yeah, how you guys doing tonight?
So far, so good. I didn't forget the popcorn, by the way.
I love you for that.
Luke,
I'm
how
sorry.
about you?
I'm sorry. I'm doing great. I got caught up in getting my Instagram post out. I apologize. I'm doing fucking phenomenal. I'm not gonna lie. Today started out fucking terrible. I was getting ready to rip somebody's goddamn head off, but now I am zen, and it's not because I smoked weed, because I haven't done that yet. But I'm feeling much better. Glad to see your fucking bright and sunshiny faces. You guys always make my day better.
He's talking to his girlfriend.
I love Wednesdays when I get to see your beautiful faces.
We love Wednesdays because we get to see you, Luke.
It sounds facetious, but I swear it's not.
All right, everybody, if you haven't read the title, we are going to be reviewing none other than Mortal Kombat 2, because that was what was used to kick off my birthday weekend shenanigans, and I think it was a fantastic way to kick off the birthday weekend. But before we dive into it, gentlemen, I know you guys have a trailer you want to discuss about,
I'm hyped as fuck. Go ahead.
Yeah, we're biased towards this one, so yeah. Out of all the other stuff we could have talked about, let's talk about this one instead.
Go for it.
So, about a week ago, the new trailer for the new film Evil Dead Burn, which is not going to be a sequel to Evil Dead Rot, which reviewed about a couple weeks ago at this point. But yeah, that dropped actually, and it looks awesome. What?
Evil Dead: The Mummy Returns.
Evil Dead Rot is what it's called.
The Mummy, Evil Dead, or Evil Mummy Rises. Evil Mummy Rises. I don't know.
The mummy returns in the Evil Dead. I don't know. Dude. Let's talk about Evil Dead Burn though, because this movie looks cool. I like this.
So, all right, I'm gonna let you start because I'm still doing this, but I do have things to say. Go ahead.
All right. So, from what I understand, actually, because I don't know where I saw this, but it seems like it's following somewhat of a continuity from the 2013 film rather than Rise, actually, which is interesting because the vibe and the tone does scream 2013, actually. For the most part, like I said, this looks really good. According to Wikipedia, the premise is following the death of a mother's son, the family comes together in a secluded house, but then the gathering becomes a family reunion from hell as members gradually turn into deadites. Oh, goody. And if you watch the trailer, somebody read from that damn book again!
Different book.
You know what? That's cool. I always like the concept that there's multiple books. So I'm curious about what this one's going to be.
What is the name of this one again?
Evil Dead Burn.
Burn. Thank you.
And we got another one being filmed right now.
Yeah, Evil Dead is on a roll right now.
Never forget, Evil Dead Wrath is coming out next year.
Yep. So we will see how that goes, actually, and everything. But who's directing this movie? Actually, Sebastian Venick.
I can't pronounce his last name. I ain't even gonna hold anybody up. Normally, I'm good with this shit. I can't do that one.
Yeah, I can't either. And actually, I don't know anything he's done other than coming film. He's done one other feature film called Infested back in 2023.
Yeah, pretty good about picking their directors when it comes to these films. Love Fede, don't have a problem with Lee Cronin and what he did. I love Rise. So I'm curious to see what goes on here. My only thing, two things. First of all, as far as continuity is concerned, for anybody that has seen Ash vs. the Evil Dead, the house that they're in does show up in that show. So I'm curious to see how that plays into the plot, if at all. And second, it's funny that we look at The Mummy and call it an Evil Dead movie because I'm watching this, and especially the scene around the table with everybody, and it looks like the Bakers. Like, I'm pretty sure my man watched or played Resident Evil 7 before he fucking made this movie, because I swear to God, that's just the Bakers.
Oh shit! I didn't even think of that. Well, I suppose there's always going to be inspiration for new ideas towards Evil Dead.
I think that just works, dude. You know, I mean, I think a lot of what influences Evil Dead influences Resident Evil and vice versa. I mean, you have to, right? I feel like it's hard to do this type of genre with zombies and not have something feel like something you've seen before. You know what I mean?
True.
I just think it's unavoidable, and I don't hate it, but the hook to the last two Resident Evil movies in particular has been the violence, and in 2013, it's up there. They do some fucked up shit to each other in that movie. In Rise, I didn't think it was as bad as it was made out to be in the trailers. And this one, even though there's one particular scene where I go, that looks like that would suck, there really isn't too much that I'm seeing where like it would kind of make me uncomfortable, which is kind of what these movies are supposed to do in a way. So that being said, I'm glad that this isn't really harping on the violence and the gore as much as the other ones have, and that makes
Mhm.
me very intrigued with where the story could be going. Because since they are supposed to be doing the 3 books, I feel like at some point these are going to have to connect, and I'm just wondering if this is the one that maybe starts to do that.
Who knows?
But I'm excited. It's hard for me not to get hyped for an Evil Dead, especially these days, because I mean they're all good. My director buddy Brian, shout out to Brian Kilby. He is not a fan of Rise, and his biggest beef is the fact that it was built up as to be one of the most violent movies. And he's like, and it's so fucking tame. But like, that doesn't mean the movie's not good, because I think the movie's good. So
That was my third or second favorite movie of 2023. I recall, if I ever remember. Yep.
yeah,
Oh, now I'm actually very curious because if you watch the trailer, the premise is that one of the family members has unfortunately died, but when he crashes his car, he hit a levitating girl actually. So I wonder who's that? What's that got to do with anything? I wonder if it's a continuation from either of the movies at all, or is it just going to be kind of like the cold open from 2013?
Well, I like what you said about it feels like 2013, and it'd be nice if that's something that they were going to do. But I mean, it's in the trailer. It's a totally different book. So I'm curious to see what kind of lore they give that one. And yeah, it's always the same shit. There's just somebody stupid who reads from the book that you shouldn't fucking read from. So it is what it is. And then I'm ready to see people get torn apart.
Yeah.
So, here we go.
This family ain't gonna last. It wasn't nice to the last family at all.
Nope.
And then Evil Dead Rise was really mean to Grandma.
Moving on.
Moving on. Yeah, well, other than that, just all in all, we're excited for this, and we're seeing this, right?
Yeah, and it will be reviewed on this show, so look forward to that.
Absolutely. Hey, no repeat of how the last review of an Evil Dead movie went. A real Evil Dead movie. I will always remember those technical difficulties. And I'm actually still always going to be upset because that in my eyes, that was maybe one of the best reviews we probably had done, actually.
Oh yeah, excuse me. We'll definitely bring it for Burn.
Booyah. So other than that, that was actually all the news we were going to discuss today. So we just wanted to get that out of the way because me and Luke are Evil Dead fans.
Huge.
Yay. He's bigger than I am, but I do like me some Evil Dead. Don't get me wrong.
I'm telling you, Evil Dead is one of the movies that I can turn to and say has influenced me and gotten me into wanting to be a filmmaker to begin with. Sam Raimi, Bruce Campbell, and Rob Tappert are 3 of my filmmaking heroes.
There you go. Well, in the meantime, let's talk about the other violent movie that we're going to discuss.
Let's.
Welcome back to the conversation, Morgan.
Hello. Thank you for having me back.
Aha.
So yeah, everybody, we are diving into none other than Mortal Kombat 2. This is following the 2021 film of the name Mortal Kombat. So we'll be able to compare prices and not prices, but like
the COVID movie. Mortal Kombat was a COVID movie. Didn't that go straight to streaming for us?
It was both.
No,
remember,
it did
we
not.
did see it in theaters.
We saw it in theaters. We had to rent out the theater though, didn't we?
No, that was Godzilla vs. Kong.
That was Godzilla.
We saw it was me, you, Breon, my dad. We saw Mortal Kombat in theaters actually. Yeah. But it was also just the same day streaming. Yeah, which was a thing that was happening.
I saw it also in theaters with like a big squad. The first one. So.
Had a good time with it.
Yeah, so just for like simplicity's sake, the budget for Mortal Kombat, so the first one, the 2021 film, was $55 million, while the box office was $84.4 million. So that way we have those numbers for comparison for Mortal Kombat 2. Now, so what we have for Mortal Kombat 2, The budget went from 55 million to 80 million, which, to be fair, I think you could tell. But we'll get there. We'll get there. But let's go ahead and discuss our lovely box office numbers. So, in the United States and Canada, Mortal Kombat 2 opened alongside Amazon MGM's The Sheep Detectives and Paramount's Billie Eilish Hit Me Hard and Soft the Tour, which is a live concert tour. And so Mortal Kombat 2 was projected to gross 40 to 45 million in its opening weekend. It made 17 million on its first day, including a 5.2 million dollars in Thursday night previews, and went on to debut with 38.5 million, finishing second behind Devil Wears Prada 2. As of May 11th, 2026, or so, yesterday, a couple days ago, Mortal Kombat 2 grossed 44.9 million in the United States and Canada and 26.1 million in other territories, for a current worldwide total of 71 million. So again, it was produced on the budget of 80 million. I definitely think it'll probably go to make that money back, and it is almost near. It's getting closer to also beating out the box office from the original. We'll see if that happens. But it'd be sick if it does.
Yeah.
What was that, Luke? Can
All
you come
right.
through? You're still not
You're
coming
still
through.
not coming through. Oh, that ain't good.
Come back to us, Luke. We don't need this fatality.
Not
Did
now.
you
Come on.
tap it?
Yeah, I'm not hearing that either.
Or is it your new mic?
Oh boy.
It's all right, guys. We'll give him a second because we
All right.
need the Luke conversations and opinions. But while he gets everything situated, Dreaded,
Mm-hmm.
where would you like to start with today's movie review?
All right, all right. Well, I think a good place to start is, well, let's start with the premise. Let's go with the premise of what this film actually is, actually.
Sure.
So, in the first Mortal Kombat film, there was no tournament. It was actually kind of a different plot than we usually see, where Raiden was gathering up fighters for the upcoming tournament, but instead, oh wait, Luke, say something because I just saw your green things move.
We're trying.
Oh, there you go, there you go.
Hey, we hear you.
Yeah, but I don't think I'm using. No, I'm not using the mic that I want. So just keep going. I'm gonna figure it out.
Okay.
All right, very well. So in the first film, the story was more of Earthrealm's champions more trying to survive an assault from Shang Tsung's forces to, get an edge up in the upcoming tournament, which involved a lot of fighting, a lot of lore moments, yada yada, and stuff like that. Just no tournament. Interesting, and also completely brand new main character, actually. However, see, I was talking this about with a friend at work, actually. This feels like the Sonic the Hedgehog thing, where the first film was different despite of some familiar stuff, but now we're in the sequel. It's like, okay, now we're getting more into how the games actually are and everything, because now we actually do have a tournament, and the premise of this film is, so now they have their final champion, Johnny Cage, and it is time to fight in the Mortal Kombat tournament for the sake of Earthrealm, actually, while still a little side adventure is going on at the same time to prevent Shao Kahn from getting more powerful and fucking shit up, actually. And Johnny learns to, believe in himself again and be the hero he was always meant to be.
Yeah, but that's kind of. By the way, my mic is working. That's
There you
kind
go.
of false advertising in a way, because this is a Johnny Cage movie, but it's also a Kitana movie. I mean,
That
yeah,
is true.
I would say that they equally share the limelight in this one, which is just, I'm very curious where they're gonna go with a third, which I imagine is absolutely gonna happen. But
It's already they already announced it.
oh, great. But yeah, everything that that Anthony said is entirely true, and I enjoy Carl Urban as Johnny Cage. I like him.
I love
I
him.
like the differences that they had. There isn't a forced sort of romance between him and Sonya, which I mean is something that I do kind of look forward to, because in every other iteration of the characters, I do like the dynamic that they have, but I definitely don't need it between these two. I like them just as they are. If they decide to go that route and hopefully it'll be organic moving forward, that
I
would be
agree with
cool.
that.
But I like the decision that they made to not have that be a focus in this film. I do like what they just did with Kitana and setting her up and giving her a whole lot more to do than she has in the originals, where she's more of a damsel in distress. And I appreciated the roster in this one. I really did like the characters that they chose to be in this movie. I would have liked to see more screen time for a couple ones, like a Noob Saibot and a Quan Chi, but I did appreciate having them there, and I like seeing them on screen. Their designs were cool, and I don't think they're wasted. They just don't really have a whole lot to do. Noob Saibot in particular is mostly there to facilitate Scorpion, which was hilarious because we'll get to it, I'm sure, but there's stuff that happens in the movie where you would be like, well, this would be a great time for Scorpion to show up, and then he just kind of does, just to fight Noob Saibot, and it's in the trailer, so I'm not spoiling anything. But other than that, I mean, how do you guys feel? I don't think any choice that they made was bad, but as a fan, I could make an argument that there's a couple things I would like to see seen instead, story-wise.
Honestly, so I am with you that some characters definitely feel like they didn't have a whole lot to do compared to the first one. Because I ain't gonna lie, I kind of felt that Sonya was a little not necessarily fully pushed in the background, but didn't have as much to do because this film gave a
Dude,
lot more time to Johnny and Katana actually,
I
which
agree.
also I want to say this too because you say Johnny and Sonya did not have the forced romance. I'm glad we didn't have to do the Liu Kang Katana forced romance either.
Yeah.
Because he's more concerned about his bro actually, if anything, which is like
Now we can do that later. That's
yeah, we'll do
cool.
that definitely later.
Oh, hard agree.
Yeah. But shoot. Also, speaking of Quan Chi, because I immediately thought this when he first showed up. I got Palpatine vibes from him from Rise of Skywalker.
Yeah, I can see that. I mean, because he doesn't do anything. Like, he doesn't really differentiate himself too much. Like, he shows up, he does a couple things, and then he's in a few scenes, but otherwise there's really no consequence to him being there or anything. And he's not really involved in the plot. And there's a couple moments where I thought maybe we were going to set up or tease the Deadly Alliance, and we don't. That doesn't say that they won't do it later, but I was like, man, you've got these two characters, Shang Tsung and Quan Chi, specifically sharing the little bit of screen time that they have together. And I'm like, and we're not going in that direction. Not mad about it, but it felt a missed opportunity.
No.
That's
I was
set up. I think that's all set up though.
yeah, I'm gonna say
for the
because
next film.
we can't do that here. We cannot do that here. Like that's got to be its own story, considering how Deadly Alliance goes down.
Yeah, but well, I agree, but I thought we would get like a post-credit scene, and we don't. And I thought maybe that would work, especially considering how the movie ends, which I won't get into. But considering how the movie ends and the scenes that I'm talking about with them two together, I was like, this seems like a good point to do this, or like show another character that shows up in the games when this similar event happens in them, and they don't do that either. I was like, all right, well, if you're gonna keep that bullet in the chamber, that's cool, but even as the movie ended, and I'll get into it more later, I just remember thinking, feeling like, where exactly do we go from here?
Well, we'll get more into it later, but like I was about to say though, let's not like maybe they just want to see how this goes before they really commit and say, oh yeah, third is officially happening. Like they have set up, but maybe they still want to just test the waters and see how this does before they really commit to going to the third. Or maybe they're still trying to figure stuff out because there's a lot of stuff they can pull from Mortal Kombat as well. So maybe they didn't want a hardcore set course for one particular storyline and then maybe decide, oh, maybe we don't want to do that storyline. So we'll see where things go because there's a lot of open threads still to be explored within the film world of Mortal Kombat.
Sure.
Yeah. Personally, I don't think there should be any romance in Mortal Kombat. I don't know. I mean, Kotal Khan and Jade, I ship it. I like it. If you see the story mode for Mortal Kombat 11, I like that. I enjoy that romance.
See, like, we also like. I'm excited for where this is has left us off because there was good chunks of it that made me think of, I believe it was Mortal Kombat 11. I had a lot of vibes going from that, from like the story mode, obviously from the game. But then we really face off against Shang Tsung in Mortal Kombat 1 back in 2023. So I think that we're going to be getting, like, not obviously we aren't getting to the T like the story that's from the video games because they take a lot of themes from a bunch of different versions of them and to create these films. But I think we're going to be getting a Mortal Kombat one adjacent with the third film. And I'm really, really curious and excited about that because I really love that playable story in that game.
Hmm. So what major Mortal Kombat characters we're missing? So we still do not have Kuai Liang, the second Sub-Zero. We don't have that yet. No reference of, well, we had reference in the first one, but no appearance of Nightwolf just yet. Who else is missing actually? You know, speaking of missed opportunity, actually, I do find it funny that Melina was featured in the first film, but then Katana's featured in this film, and then not this. And oh yep, Ermac. No mention of Ermac yet, but who knows? Maybe that's still soon to come. Who knows?
Quan Chi's not dead. So
Nor,
yeah.
and I mean, also if you think about this as well, Scorpion killed Bihan, and so you would think maybe the Lin Kuei would probably want to do something about that. So we can still see Cyrax and Sector and Smoke as well.
Mm-hmm.
What about Striker?
I don't know if that works for this universe that they're adapting. 'Cause a big thing that I keep seeing from the writer is, you know, they're trying to keep it grounded, which is a fucking hilarious thing to say considering what franchise this is. So I think a lot of those elements just might not be something that they're interested in. Honestly, if they do it, sweet. But I don't really see it being in the cards because the attitude that they have towards the universe right now anyway.
It's still possible. I mean, hell, they got the whole Arcana thing where they can get powers. Who knows? Maybe Lin Kuei powers is you turn into cyborgs.
Yeah, maybe. By the way, I still don't like that. Like, in particular, we do get... Is he in the trailer? Is Kano in the trailer?
Yes.
Okay, so Kano comes back in this movie, and he still doesn't have the metal eye, right? It's still him just shooting a beam out of his eye out of nowhere, which, okay, cool, but, you know, I don't... I feel like it could just be me, but how convoluted this universe is and this franchise is, whatever they're doing with these movies and this universe, like, it's still convoluted. Like, I still don't completely understand what's going on.
Oh, well, what are you confused about actually? Because I actually felt that this was more tame than what the story in the games have been lately.
I understand that
agree
it's
with
tame,
you, Dreaded.
but like, I mean, the tournament didn't make a whole lot of sense to me because the whole idea of the tournament is that it's correct me if I'm wrong, but it's always been Outer Realm coming after Earthrealm, and that's the tournament, right?
I mean, that's what was happening.
Right, but now in this one, it was Outer Realm going after Edenia, and they had tournaments, and then they won that, and now they're coming after Earthrealm, and it's another fucking tournament. So,
Well, yeah,
that
like, I mean,
is...
wait, hang on. Where's your confusion at exactly? Like,
So is
Dreaded
Outer
speaking
Realm
my
just
mind.
conquering universes now,
Yes.
just by going
Yes.
after winning different tournaments and shit?
Yes.
yeah,
Okay,
that's how it's been in the games. That is Shao Kahn's whole thing. He conquers.
I didn't.
And
Okay, I guess my whole thing, given the fact that Shao Kahn was a general in Edenia, like,
hold
I
on,
it's-
hold on.
I'll let you
That's
take it.
is
not.
that just one?
Yes, that is the
Okay.
that is the second new timeline in one. That ain't how that worked. Original timeline, Shao Kahn, he was just a conqueror of Outworld. I don't know full on more of his backstory, but he in the original timeline, Shao Kahn conquered Edenia, merged it, and that's how Edenia became part of Outworld.
So maybe that's just my misunderstanding, and it could be because I played 1, 2, 3, and then 9, 10, 11, 12, 9, 10, 11, 1. Like, I always was under the impression that Edenia was a part of Outworld, not its own separate universe. Like, Outworld has planets just like we do, and it's not a whole universe. It was a planet in Outworld that Shao Kahn conquered, and then the tournament is because he wanted to conquer a universe. That was my understanding.
Yeah, Edenia was his own thing before the merger happened when Shao Kahn conquered it, actually.
Okay.
And I don't remember if it was through Mortal Kombat, but most likely it was, though.
Okay. All right. So
Yeah.
I was confused about that. And I guess that's pretty much it, honestly.
Okay, then. Well, since we've been talking about Shao Kahn, how do we feel about Shao Kahn in the movie, actually?
I love his design. I love his actor. It was cool to see him get a proper representation. Yeah, I think they nailed it.
I really wish I had the popcorn bucket.
They
of
adapted
his
that
helmet.
They adapted that goddamn shoulder push. I actually got mad when I saw that. Because I have been on the receiving end of that fucking shoulder push multiple times as I have played MK9. That is PTSD right there. I saw that and I immediately was pissed.
I
That
want to
shoulder
say though
push
they
ain't
do
shit.
they
Fuck
do a
that shoulder
really
push.
good job of having those callbacks to the games, like the little like arguably like fan servicey moments, but also like nostalgia moments for us fans. Like obviously,
No,
like
but
we have some of the best fatalities in here as well.
yeah,
Mm.
well, but it works though. You know what I mean? And I've
100%.
I've said it. I've said it many a times about other adaptions. If you go out of your way to make the thing look like the thing, like do the thing. And they do that here, you know. So it was good to see the Deadpool. It was cool to see a couple of the other levels that I can't name. I'm sorry.
Oh
It was
boy.
it was nice to see the representation in the fighting styles and with the moves and shit. The only thing that I didn't like was the fact that Shao Kahn has the hammer and he uses it, but he doesn't have the like force pull to bring it back to him. I was hoping for one of those, particularly when he kills a certain character that I'm sure we're about to get into, but I wanted to see that. That's the only thing that he did or that he didn't do. I was like, oh, that's a bummer, but it wasn't enough to make me dislike anything. It's just something I wanted to see.
Dude, the Deadpool.
Question. Go
Mhm.
ahead. Go ahead, Dredden.
I was gonna say because the set design of that acid pit room, I was like, bro, that is literally just from the game. That was so damn good.
It was
And
Yeah,
same
but
thing with the
good.
bottom of the pit, the bottom of the damn pit too.
But at the same time, could there be any more of an obvious outcome in any movie ever where you see a character walk into an area going up against somebody and you just know, wow, I know how this shit's gonna end. Like, you know,
I mean, how could
like
it not?
just fucking just broadcast it. Why don't you? Which just take like for me, and I'm glad that it happened, but like just take all the fun out of it for me. I was like, oh, okay, well, fuck, man.
So, oh god, I just lost my point where I was gonna get onto actually.
Oh, we were talking about level design.
Oh
Instead
yeah,
of calling
sure.
them levels.
Yeah, that's fair enough. The Netherrealm looks also really awesome too.
I do want to point out, yeah, it does, because in the last movie, Outworld was just like full on green screen and like the desert with like a black filter on it. There's a lot more detail in this, but there's also like
That
some
budget's showing.
it's not painful green screen, but it's obvious green screen. And then when they're on like when they do actual levels, it's like, okay, this is practical, but like, you know, it's SETI, kind of like One PC. If that makes any sense. So I would have liked I don't know, a little bit more blending in that, not have it be so obvious in either direction, but I didn't hate it. I didn't hate it. It
That's
didn't
fair.
look bad. And especially in one fight scene, the way that the colors change in the background and shit, like that's the best fight scene. It's on
Yep.
it's on the best set, and it's got the best effects.
I wonder if that stage was a reference to what is that stage called? It's it's the one where if you look out the window, it's like constantly turning day and night like super quick. I wonder if that was a reference
Yeah,
to
with the
that.
floating dudes.
Yeah,
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. That's on 2, isn't it?
I believe so.
Yeah, could be. Probably is.
Right, so. But oh man. So should we get into the fights now actually? Or do we want to talk more about some characters?
Yeah, I'll get it.
Actually, I just want to mention one quick thing. I want to just like because people like honestly was giving the fact that Karl Urban was cast as Johnny Cage some shit. I knew that man was gonna like take that character and do phenomenal with it, and I need to say it. I love him. I love him. Shut your pie hole. I love him.
I have a critique.
Let him go. Let her go. Let her go.
All right.
No,
Just
okay,
hold on.
go ahead.
Keep going.
No, go ahead.
I'm just saying, I called it out when they cast him. When they cast him, I called it out. He is not a fighter. He is an actor that fights. He is not a fighter that acts. And I said when he got cast, I don't hate it, but they seem to be going out of the way to keep people that were pretty legit. He doesn't do bad, but there's certain things where I'm like, all right, he's not like it's not him. It's just not him. Right?
See,
and it's
I
fine.
think he does a fantastic job
fine.
of playing an older washed up actor who's feeling like he's past his prime. I absolutely adore Karl Urban's portrayal of Johnny Cage.
You know, I'm not saying that the portrayal is bad. I'm just saying that in certain scenes when he's fighting, I can tell it's a stunt double, or like I can tell that they're cutting around some stuff because his fight scenes in particular, and when we talk about the best one, it's choppy, which is fine. It's cool. I don't hate it, but I'm just saying. That's all I'm saying. I'm not hating. I'm just pointing out.
You know, it's funny because
Don't shoot the messenger.
I'm honestly on both of your sides in this argument, actually, because I do like the different take on Johnny as a washed up actor who's just past his prime. But at the same time, I'm like, there are aspects to the character of Johnny Cage that I love that I'm not getting in this movie. But again, it doesn't make it bad, though.
Yeah,
Because
no,
he still has enough.
I do want to point out though that
Mhm.
sure, Karl Urban doesn't have like a lifelong background in martial arts like some of the others, but he actually has like extensive experience with screen combat and stunt
yeah,
work
no.
for his
No,
action
totally.
roles, and he actually he underwent like super intensive specialized training for his role as Johnny Cage.
I
So
totally get
just
that.
saying,
I totally understand. And this is just because this is just me being a snob with this shit. I will fully admit, because of watching the John Wicks and the raids and shit like that, like when the people are in there and they can more or less can do what they're supposed to do, the camera stays wide and they make sure to show them doing the shit. Kiana does it. The dudes in the raid do it. Like it's the where Furious is coming out. They're really excited about. They just put the camera there and they just let the actors do their thing. Now, when you've got like and he's not nearly as bad as Liam Neeson, but when you have like a Liam Neeson who just can't really do the thing, there's a lot of cuts. It's not a bad thing. It just is what it is. So that's all I'm pointing out. For me, when it comes to this character, he plays it very well. And when he is on screen and he's doing the fights, it's pretty fucking good. But when we stack him up to especially the best fight in the movie, it's like, okay, well, I can see where he's coming up a little short. That's all. That's all.
I just want to say that him going against Baraka, I think, is one of my favorite scenes of the fucking film.
Oh yeah,
It's
100%.
so
Oh,
good.
man.
So good.
I do. Okay, I don't. The only thing I don't like about it is that we have another character that's just like an idiot. Like Baraka's not dumb. He's not dumb.
You know what? I'm with you there. I was not a big fan of Baraka's character
See,
portrayal in this movie.
I don't
There's
necessarily look at Baraka as dumb, though. I look at him as now just a new generation / different species fanboy than him actually. Because I think if you put him down to like to be in it and to like have like deeper discussions, like even when he was taking him under, like taking him through the tunnels and everything, I felt like we saw like a different side of Baraka. And even like before he got into the fight with Karl Urban, I think honestly, when it comes to it, just specifically Johnny Cage, Baraka's a little fanboy.
Sure. But he's all. But
I don't think he's dumb. I think he's just a fanboy.
I don't think he's dumb either. But I even if you just want to say fanboy, like I don't like that either, because there's always got to be a character like that in a movie like this that's just like slower. I don't know how else to put it. And this like it's there for cheap laughs. I don't hate it, but like what it's got. Can't you pick a different character for this? Like it's got to be Baraka. Baraka's a badass. Baraka fucking murks people. He fucking eats people. He does all these fucking horrific things. He should be, in my opinion, more of a monster type. Now, maybe there's too many of those in the movie, but like, why?
I think it
why
made sense with how their people were also being like used as slaves in this movie.
But that's even
it made
more
sense for him to be on their side, not on Shao Kahn.
No, it makes sense for him to be on their side, but not a fucking fanboy.
Hard to say,
in my opinion. In my opinion. Go ahead, Anthony. You're usually the voice of reason.
Hard to say because Tarkatans in the series had always been Team Outworld, Team Shao Kahn, and everything like that. So I guess it's a different take. Maybe I wonder if they were trying to low-key combine elements of how Tarkatans were in the original timelines and then what Tarkatans are in the MK1 timeline, where they're more sympathetic and more likable. I wonder if that's what they're going for.
I'm also curious if it's a disease or are they actually a race?
They should. I think they're a race, because if it was a disease, I feel like they would have brought that up.
Yeah, well, and that's my only gripe is the trope of like he's like that, and it's just for cheap laughs, and not bad, but I'm just like, why did it have to be Baraka? That's all. It could have been anybody else. All the characters in MK, you chose Baraka. I finally get a Baraka that looks that sweet and does the things, and he's got to act like that. I was like, come on.
Hold on, I want to address chat real quick, actually, too, because Cabal and Reptile actually were in the previous film, FYI. And I don't know if you saw
Correct.
that previous film.
Correct.
Unfortunately, Reptile didn't exactly get the best representation. And Cabal actually looked pretty damn awesome, but I
Cabal
wish
was
they did.
sweet.
Yeah, I just wish they did a bit more with him. But Nightwolf has a mention, but Bo Raicho, Ermac, Sector, also Rain have not been mentioned yet. But now that we have Adenia, Rain could show up because Rain is Adenian.
Oh,
So
yeah,
there's there's still aspects that go into actually.
there's a fucking whole ass roster that's still
Oh,
out
yeah.
there to be used. Not to mention the fact that they make up characters to put in these movies.
You mean the best character? What, man? He's awesome, bro. He is awesome. His power is legit amazing, dude.
honestly,
And look how
dude-
much strength he got going on.
Honest, all right, look. You know what? Maybe we're aligned in this. I don't know. But I will actually put some fucking respect on Cole Young's name. And only in this respect, right? He should not have been the main character of the first one. Absolutely not. As a character, just like by himself and what he does, not bad. The fight scene that he has in the movie, not bad. We've even said before, he wins the fight if the character that he's fighting doesn't have the buff. He wins.
I know.
He does have a cool thing going, and they did a better job in this movie of representing that than they did in the first one. 100%. However, my man needed to go.
No, he didn't. He'll be back too.
Well, maybe he'll be back, but like he needed
No,
to go.
maybe he'll be back.
I'm glad that he's gone. But like, given the whole setup for him and his fight is, yeah, you ain't coming back, bro. I was like, can I get some kind of drama out of this at all, or are we just gonna broadcast from the first time he steps onto the stage? You're like, oh yeah, you fuck, bro. Like you're not making it out
What
of
are you
this.
talking about, man? Dude, the hate is so forced, y'all. Come on now. He's a great guy. He's just doing his best, trying to do things for his family, and look at how he went out, man. Come on, bruh.
His dialogue is the cheesiest dialogue I've heard in a while, dude. Straight up.
Oh, cheesy is my ass. Come on now. We have fanboy Baraka.
Fucking hilarious how they literally gave him all that time in the first movie and all that backstory and shit, and he gets 2 lines in this movie to talk about it, and then he gets one silly speech, and then he's out.
Gentlemen, can I remind each of you that when we watch those trailers, we're like, ah, fuck. Cole's in here for all of maybe 30 seconds. He definitely dies. We called that forever ago. I don't get why we're surprised.
We are not surprised. I'm just surprised that like it was just so like in my face. I was like, damn, like you're not even gonna try to treat him like he was the main character last movie? Nah, he out. Even at the end of the last
He doesn't
movie,
have plot armor anymore.
straight up, when he's leaving the gym and he's like, yeah, I'm going to Hollywood to get Johnny. He's not even there for that. I was like, you literally took everything that you set up for this man and just took it away. And we're like, yeah, just go die. Literally just go die.
What are you talking about, dude? He's gonna come, and his comeback is gonna be amazing. Listen.
He's gonna come back though.
Coming
Is
back.
like he
He's not
literally
coming back.
he's coming back as one of the like the Revenant ones that they get to fight.
Hold on.
Wait, hold on. Wait. Let me go first, actually, because I got more to say about this topic. Okay, listen. Because in Mortal Kombat, Deadly Alliance, or Deception, right? Because Liu Kang did die in those games, right? But you know what he did, even in death? He gave the heroes one of the greatest pep talks in the history of pep talks and helped them win the fight. That's Cole Young's purpose. He's gonna give a great pep talk in the spirit, and then he's gonna ascend to the Elder Gods, bruh. It's gonna be amazing. And not to mention, I just want to say this too, because this is actually some real shit. I do find it interesting the use of main characters in these films, because first we had Cole Young, an original character, and now we have Johnny Cage. Now listen, Johnny Cage as a main character is not a bad thing at all, but I'm just saying, like, I'm surprised it's not Liu Kang. I'm really surprised it's not, because like he's supposed to be chosen one, golden boy, Earth's best fighter. But you know what he says in his last scene?
I was gonna say he's set up to not be the main character on it for a reason.
Exactly. But you know who is the chosen one when he comes back after the beatdown he gave Shao Kahn in his plot armor? Cole Young, ladies and gentlemen. He's coming back and he's going to rain some hell. He's going to be the one to save Earthrealm and become the next Elder God.
Let's be honest too, though. Liu Kang Liu Kang just pieced out.
He did. I mean, like I said, he
Basically, he
wants to
forfeited.
save his brother. He wants
Yeah.
to save his brother.
And I mean,
I understand
you
that
can't
pretty
just say that Johnny Cage though was the main character. It was very much a shared main character story between Johnny and Kitana.
That's fair enough. Okay, I'll say that
And I
as well.
love Adeline Rudolph's portrayal of Kitana. I really, really
Yeah,
enjoyed
she's
her as
great.
Kitana.
Yeah,
She's
Katana's
very,
awesome
very
in the
good.
movie.
Yeah, Katana was sweet in this movie, and it was cool to see the fans. It was cool to see the powers. She's got some sweet fight scenes too. I don't think we've said it yet, but just the fight scenes from head to toe in this movie better than the first one. There's
100%.
way more.
There's more budget.
I was very entertained. Actually, I'm gonna take that back. I don't know if they're necessarily better. There's more, but I don't know that they're all better. There's a couple standouts, but the first movie is bookended by Scorpion and Sub-Zero in the beginning and the end. That's really the reason to watch the first one for sure. Kind of the same thing here, but there is a fight scene in the middle or towards the end that's really good, and that's the one that I would recommend. Why you would want to watch this movie if you're into it for the fight scenes. But there's definitely more.
Yeah,
Sindel's in this movie. I don't know why.
I cannot
I
wait
forgot
for
about
more
Sindel.
Mama Sindel though, because we get in Mortal Kombat 1, Sindel, she ends up getting a rebution arc in the games, and that's going to be coming for her.
I would love to like a better representation of her powers too.
That's it, but Sindel's in Mortal Kombat 1 again, new hardcore timeline where
Sure, but
everything for hand was Sindel.
Yeah, but they are taking elements from a bunch of different timelines of the Mortal Kombat games. I think we are going to get the reputation. I think we're going to get the comeback of proper Sindel, like when she basically is clear of her.
Corruption and stuff like that.
Corruption. Thank you. I was blanking on how to word it, but I do think we're going to get that arc for her, and I think we'll probably be getting that specifically in Mortal Kombat 3, which has already been announced.
I want something for her because the actress that plays her is great. If anybody hasn't seen Warrior, watch that. She is badass in that show. So yeah, when I saw her, I didn't realize that she was playing Sindel. I don't even know if I paid enough attention to know Sindel was even in it. So when she shows up and I saw that actress, I was stoked. And then she has one fight scene, and it wasn't that
Technically, she has two.
No, it wasn't.
It wasn't.
Yeah.
And that sucked. Which I want to go to another thing that not a major thing, but I didn't like too much, is the Revenants aren't really Revenants. And there's even a line about why didn't they come back as Revenants? And I was like, why aren't they coming back as Revenants?
Only Kano really didn't, because and they explained that he's so corrupted, like he's just fine.
Neither did Kung Lao.
Kung Lao's the Revenant. I mean, he doesn't look like the Revenant from the game, but he is, and he's definitely different.
I wanted more look. God damn it! You got a better budget. Give me some fucking makeup. Don't just give me more fucking eyeshadow.
But eyeshadow's sexy.
And black demon eyes.
You know what?
Everything.
We'll probably get the look we want in the third film because they'll have an even bigger budget.
I hope so.
Maybe so. Also, shout out to Jade.
Maybe it's a bit of also because in the third film he'll have been a Revenant longer, so maybe the corruption seeps into his visually seeps into him more. I could see them kind of working it that way. Anyway,
I don't hate it, Anthony.
Jade, please.
Shout out to Jade and Jax's fight as well. Like, I mean, first off, both of those characters also here. Jax doesn't have a whole lot to do in this film this time around, but he does have actually a pretty solid fight.
Gonna happen to him.
Oh, same. I saw it coming. as well.
We all knew it was coming, but I love the chemistry between Jax and Jade specifically. I really love that moment they share in the ring.
So before this came out, I had seen something about Makad Brooks being an asshole on the set of the first one, and how he was really difficult to deal with. So after I saw it, I was like, oh, Jax is definitely gonna die in this one. And he actually was in it longer than I thought, given what I had read and heard about him. So maybe he played nicer this time. So that's cool. I like Makad Brooks as an actor. So I mean, that kind of upset me to hear that he was being difficult. So hopefully they work that out. Him playing Jax is pretty good. I mean, he's solid. So,
also, shout out to Raiden in this movie too, because in the first movie, one of my biggest problems with Raiden was he was too much of an asshole. At least this movie is kind of toned that back actually quite a lot actually. And now he seems a bit more wisdom and more daddy-like.
Here comes Luke.
But he's still not tall. I'm just saying.
He still doesn't do anything.
Hey, he does my favorite move of all of Mortal Kombat. He does the flying thing. I didn't hear no gibberish. I wanted some gibberish.
Oh yeah.
But yeah,
Really cool.
I'm not gonna lie. You ain't wrong. Raiden don't
No,
really do
he
much.
doesn't do a fucking thing, which not bad, but come on, man. Maybe in the next one.
I mean, hell, shoot, a lot of characters don't really do too much actually that I would have liked. I mean, like we talked about Bihan and Noob and Scorpion, and they're really only for one major thing. You would think Noob being back was gonna be a big thing, how they set it up, but not really. He's just kind of there.
Yeah, it was just to give me that fight, which pretty
Cool.
fucking cool.
But
I
still.
think they did a very good job of representing Noob Saibot's powers, and that was cool how they did the whole fucking cat and mouse thing. I did enjoy seeing that happen in NetherRealm 2, taking me back to OG Mortal Kombat, the first movie I'm talking about, where they fucking had to add more fighting to that, so they reshot the whole Scorpion Johnny Cage fight. That's probably the best fight in that movie. This is not the best fight in this movie, but it's a close fucking second. That was cool.
It's a solid one. It's a solid one.
Dude, anytime you give me Joe Taslim and Hiroyuki Sanada on the screen, I'm gonna fucking lose it because they're fantastic.
And then all right, is it time to talk about the actual best fight?
Yes, it is.
Yep, Shao Kahn versus Cole Young. I just want to say this. I know I'm making a lot of statements, but I just have to say, the second I saw it was Shao Kahn versus Cole Young, I literally looked at Brent. I was like, "Oh no,
But in all seriousness, though, that's not a bad fight. And Cole,
really
in all seriousness, if he wasn't already immortal, I think Cole would have won.
We've been saying that
that's
the
what
whole
he
time.
said.
If it's not for the buff, man, if it's not for that fucking buff, Cole Young wins that fight. It's
100%.
hilarious.
I wish Brent was in chat right now because we gotta stop shitting on Cole Young. All right, he's gonna be an elder god. Okay, let's talk about the real actual best fight because holy shit, Liu Kang versus Kung Lao. And also, listen, I'm about to do some more hating shit. I gotta call out again. I am sick of Kung Lao disrespect. I am sick of it. Kung Lao, I owe you an apology because I did not play you a lot when I was younger, but in my more adult years, bro, you are so fun to play. You are awesome. And your moves, especially with that damn projectile hat, go so hard. I am sick of the disrespect with Kung Lao. I love the casting of him. Max Huang as Kung Lao is so good casting. He looks the part, he acts the part, he's got the moves and everything like that. Just so damn awesome. And I'm so upset that we keep getting all this disrespect for him because he got murked in MK9. He was a Revenant for most of 10, and he was kind of just look past in 11 and 1 and everything like that. And then he shows up in the first movie, has a dope ass fatality, probably one of the best ones in the first movie. Then he gets murked. Then he's here again, and hashtag stop the not Cole Young. Hey, no, go away, Cole. Stop the Kung Lao disrespect. That's what I'm gonna say.
Yeah, Kung Lao is always Liu Kang's Robin to Liu Kang's Batman for sure.
Yeah.
Liu Kang's Batman. It just is what it is. He definitely gets more respect in Mortal Kombat 1, the game. He really does.
That's right. I gotta go through it again because it's been a minute, but man, that fight.
Yeah. Yeah. That was
So
dope.
good.
And
it is one of, if not one of, it is either number 1 or number 2 favorite finisher of the movie for me too.
My only beef with how it ends is I've seen it already because he does the same thing in the first Mortal Kombat to kill a character that's fucking useless. But I guess I liked how they used it a little bit better here. But yeah, I was like, I've seen that. We just did that twice. Gory, sweet looking, but I was like, I've seen it. That's all.
That's fair. Also, the effects on Liu Kang's firepower. You always are a hater, so I'm used to it at this point.
You watch your mouth, sir.
Is he wrong though?
Yes.
But man, fight was awesome. I ain't gonna cap. I was actually low-key worried for Liu Kang. I actually was.
I'm pretty sure luckily I knew Liu Kang had enough plot armor, but there was moments I was like, shit.
Well, okay, hold on a second, because even in the last movie, Liu Kang kind of gets punked. he gets punked out quite a bit, and it's even set up that Kung Lao is supposed to be the best fighter in the first one. So that's why it's such a big moment when he dies in the first one, and then it's like, okay, it's Liu Kang's time, but Liu Kang until the end of the first one doesn't really do anything of significance. Now in this one, because of the way that he's treated in the first one, when he's fighting Kung Lao, I expect him to have a hard time, and he does.
Yeah.
So when he finally bosses up, I'm like, oh, now I'm getting Liu Kang. Fucking sweet. And then for the rest of the movie, he's more or less my Liu Kang. Now, when he decides to dip, I was a little bummed because he's kind of a badass for the rest of the movie, but that's fine. And the way that it ends up going, I'm cool with, and I'm very much looking forward to what we do next with Liu Kang.
I do think we're going to get a more powerful version of him come the next movie.
Yo, his powers in this one when he fights Shao Kahn, dope as fuck.
Oh man, that was
honestly,
dope as hell.
I feel like he kind of like unlocked a bit of himself when fighting Shao Kahn and like his abilities. Like, you know how like they say like you need to unlock your abilities. I think he's just kind of like unlocking them more from that fight, and I'm excited to see what training he puts himself under and what he will be like in Mortal Kombat 3.
Yeah, I didn't expect him to win the Shao Kahn fight, but I totally expected it to be set up for him to be Liu Kang. And, you know, if it doesn't go that route, not mad about it, but let's see where it goes from here.
Perhaps. I will say, if they're not going to give him the Shao Kahn fight, maybe they will give him the Shang Tsung fight at least. Because someone beat the fuck out of Shang Tsung. He always deserves it.
Dude. Or if not Shang Tsung, like maybe another baddie that's, you know, that's mentioned in this one, or where they're going to go with the next one. But Shang Tsung would be sweet.
Yeah, or if you're not, who knows? Hey, you know what? Maybe when Shinnok shows up, Raiden will finally have something to do. God versus God.
Holy fuck, dude! Please give Raiden something to do. His actor is awesome.
And also, shout out to Kitana versus Shao Kahn. That was actually a really good fight as well.
Yeah, it was. That was a good fight too.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Fight.
Yeah. Okay. So I just want to clarify my statement because there's a lot more fights. I didn't say they were all as good as the ones in the first one, but it's really just like the first half, and then I would say from Kung Lao to Liu Kang on, they're all pretty awesome.
Yeah, I'd say so as well. So everything goes well. Netherrealm fight is good. We get Kano back. Oh, for God's sake, Kano's like a part of like the quote unquote good guys now. I'm like, bro, get that man out of here.
Yo, just
Kill
to
him.
see.
Let's be honest. He can turn at any time. It is within his character to like turn hat and switch teams. Like,
hey, get him out of there right now. If y'all trust this fool, I swear to God, y'all. I hope you all die.
We do have a comment over on YouTube saying that they really liked the Kitana versus Shao Kahn match, which 100% right there with you, my guy.
It was a good fight.
I do want to say that probably my favorite line is after they bring Kano back. They're like, "Where's the amulet?" And he goes, he's searching through his pockets and he finds it. And they're like, "That was just in his pocket. We didn't have to revive him." It's like, that was good.
Yeah, I did get a good chuckle out of that one.
You know, okay. So speaking of somebody else, okay, other than Raiden not having much to do, I do want them to. I wish they did a bit more with Quan Chi. Not necessarily because, well, I mean, plot-wise, he can be important as hell, but
I agree.
I want to see one of my all-time favorite fatalities done in a movie, where he rips off someone's leg and just beats the hell out of him with it. To this day, one of the best fatalities in the history of Mortal Kombat, actually. They got Noob Saibot. I'm happy, but also shocked they didn't do the one fatality from 9 where the Shadow and Noob rips him in half from the legs. I'm like, I'm happy I didn't see that, but at the same time, I was like, bro, y'all could have missed opportunity there.
Bro, I don't think they had the budget for that.
Quan Chi can do his fatality when they bring Stryker into the fold.
Yeah.
Deal. I don't know why I never liked Stryker for some reason.
Because he's just a dude.
Yeah, that's true. Oh, anyway. Where else do we want to go with on this review, actually? Is there any other points that we wanted to bring up? Anything else we didn't like?
Music was sick.
The music was great. I mean, we had some awkward, like, rubber doll moments with Johnny in the Netherrealm, but I didn't care as much because Mortal Kombat has that slight cheesiness quirk to it, so it didn't bother me. I do want to know if there is any what character are you hoping we see? Like, what is one of your characters you like? I want or need to see them come number 3.
Okay, so
I have one, but I'll let you guys go first.
So Ermac was mentioned earlier, so I think Ermac would be kind of an good one. Although Shao Kahn is dead now, and I wonder if Shang Tsung had more to do with his creation than Shao Kahn. So I wonder if he'll show up. But they can change that. Kenshi has yet to be mentioned yet, actually.
That's cool.
Perhaps so. And then he'll be sent to Elder God. I mean, Night Wolf. But okay, I know this character doesn't show up until MKX, and it's supposed to be like 20 years after the whole anything. But he was mentioned. I want Kotal Khan. I love Kotal Khan. That out of all the new characters from like MKX and beyond and stuff like that, other than Aaron Black, Kotal Khan is my dude, bro. I love Kotal Khan, and I would love to see him in the movie actually. And hopefully he meets Jade, and I'll eat the popcorn while I watch that. What about you guys?
I just think I would like to see more of a setup-y thing for like a big bad. So Shinnok would have been cool. But I agree with you. I personally want to see Ermac. But like if we do Ermac, I want him to be like scary. I want Ermac to be fucking pretty terrifying considering what he is. Whereas I'm not gonna lie, considering what I just saw out of Baraka, I feel like he's gonna be more like that. But whatever. I want to see Ermac, and I mean that's pretty much it.
What about you, Morgan?
Yeah.
So I also agree with you. I think Ermac is a very, I think one of the more right choices to see next. But one, my love from MK1 is Ashra.
Ashra, I forgot about Ashra.
I mean, she was also, if like the next one is going to go into like the stuff more in depth with like the Nether Realm and the corruption and everything, we could end up seeing her because she did spend an eternity damned to the Nether Realm. And I am really, really hoping that to get Ashra because she's just my bae. You know, she's my main girl.
Wait, shut up right now, bro. Lee May. I want Lee May.
Oh, Lee May would be good.
Bro, that is my MK crush right there. I love me some Lee May. And also, I just thought about this too, because we had Goro in the first movie. We also could get Shiva. And also, for Raiden to have maybe more to do and stuff like that, we could also introduce Fujin. And I think Boraicho was mentioned earlier, but I don't want nasty Boraicho, please.
I'm changing my answer. You know who I want to see?
Who?
Megan Fox and Ronda Rousey.
Oh my god. Wait, who's Ronda Rousey in Mortal Kombat?
Sonya.
Yeah, okay, sure. Oh, how can I forget about Cyrex and Sector?
Yeah, I mean that's so in my head canon in the Mortal Kombat that I thought we were gonna get that were more like the games. Yeah, absolutely, Cyrex and Sector. In these, dude, I don't know.
I think it's possible.
I mean, yeah, I'm trying to wrap my head around how, considering the setups and shit that we have established. But hey, you could be right with the Arcana thing. So Jack's got robo arms. Everybody else gets an Iron Man suit.
Yeah, that is true. Okay, because two things. One, because Cyrex and Sector did start as humans. I mean, if you watch MK9, those were my favorite designs of human version of those. Yep. But also MK1 introduced. Well, they're not actually cyborgs, but they had the Iron Man suit, so it's possible. Or maybe they can do some kind of who knows? They can get creative with it, but I think it's possible to do the two actually.
Yeah, Frost would be cool.
Oh, if we get Frost, kill her. Do not let her live. Kill her. I hate Frost. I hate Frost. I hate Frost. She can suck it.
I think he hates Frost.
Yep, I do. I really do. Oh, she's annoying. I love every time I fought her, I was like, you die. I don't spare you ever. So, all right. Other than that, is there anybody other characters that I'm like thinking they could introduce? Maybe not. Oh wait, Smoke. They could introduce Smoke as well.
Smoke would actually be kind of cool. I wouldn't mind Smoke.
Okay, why do we keep bringing up mocap? No, we're not bringing mocap into these movies or meat for that matter. Come on now. I wonder how far.
I mean, if
You know
the
what?
thing is though, if we're getting this obviously if we're getting I'm forgetting on his name. What's the secondary um Sub-Zero? Or no, we get Sub-Zero, right? If people really
his brother.
want if people really want Sub-Zero, we need to get Takade, which is
Mm.
the apprentice of Scorpion.
Oh, you mean Takeda?
Sorry, yes, Takeda. It's been a
Oh
hot
yeah,
minute
good.
since I've heard
Yeah,
the name.
because Kuai Liang has not been mentioned yet.
Yeah.
But we have to
give me
introduce
Kuai Liang.
Kenshi. We gotta introduce Kenshi first before, because that is the son of Kenshi.
And that is fair. That is fair.
I want Kuai Liang. Now that we're on it, I want Kuai Liang.
Yeah, we use more Sub-Zero.
Yep.
So we'll see that. Maybe Scorpion have more to
We
do
could
again.
go the Mortal Kombat 1 route and get Omni-Man in here.
No, Spawn.
Yo,
Just teasing.
I'm not gonna lie. I did think about making that joke when we first started, because like, give me some fucking Jason, give me the Alien, give me Predator, fucking throw. I don't know why
Leatherface.
Leatherface was in there to begin with, but fuck it, throw him in there. Like, that'd be, if this franchise sticks around that long, then yeah, I want to see DLC characters in this fucking thing. That'd be great.
Oh, Motaro. I forgot about Motaro, actually. Yeah, if Motaro shows up, that'd be cool.
I don't want Motaro. He didn't look good in the original 2. I don't think he's gonna look good in this.
I mean, we're in 2026 right now, bro. Come on now.
That's great, but what the fuck? I don't want a centaur. Fuck the centaur.
Centaur.
No, stop it.
Yes, they are.
Go home.
No, I am home. Centaurs are awesome. Remember the time they dragged away Dolores Umbridge to face judgment?
Shut it down. Get out of here.
Question, because it's just been a hot minute since I've seen the film. Millennia was killed by Sonya, right?
Melina, yeah, I believe she was.
Yeah.
Yeah, in the first one, yeah.
Yeah, okay, that's what I thought.
Interesting. There's no mention of her actually, too. So we don't even know what Melina's is even about, really.
I mean, given this franchise, it wouldn't surprise me if she was like, the Tarkatan is actually a disease and she's just a random girl that was injected, right? Because she definitely doesn't look like Kitana as far as twins go.
Oh, absolutely
It's
not.
fine.
Hell, shit, Melina was
Fine.
black in that first movie.
Yeah, and that's fine. That's cool if they want to do that. I don't mind it.
Yeah.
My final answer:
Yeah.
bring Lee May into this, and who should play Lee May? Nah, Lee May. What a woman. Was she even in any movies? No, Shiva's not been mentioned yet.
Give me Lee May and get Jamie Chung to play her.
Hey, that's actually not bad. Wait. God damn it! I didn't ask for that, you jackass.
That's what happens when you're a straight gooner.
I'm a class A gooner. What do you want from me?
But other than that, I don't know what you guys got. I got nothing left.
I don't know.
I
don't think I do either.
I had a great time with this movie. It was such a fun time.
It was fun. Talking with Breon about it was funny as well.
I'm sad he wasn't on for this, but you know, he's a moody little bitch sometimes, respectfully.
I wonder how he feels about, Elder God Cole Young.
Oh, I'm gonna ask him tomorrow when I see him. Trust.
Do you think they'll do anything with Sindel?
Yes.
They could.
Yes. I without a doubt believe we're going to see Sindel in the third movie.
I agree.
I wonder if they do Ermac, are they going to do the MK1 thing where Jared took over a majority of the souls and stuff like that?
I hope not.
So other than that,
yeah,
they could. Who knows? But other than that, yeah, I think I've said everything I got to say about this movie. This movie is fun as hell. I like it.
Same. You want to score?
Let's do it.
Go for it.
Who wants to go first?
I will. I'm gonna give it an 8. Had a lot of fun with it. There's just really nitpicky things that I have a problem with. But I love the movie. Everybody that was cast does a very, very good job. There's a lot more fight scenes, and in the latter half of the movie, they are better fight scenes. Enjoyed seeing Hiroyuki Sanada as Scorpion. Love seeing Joe Taslim play Noob Saibot. Ludi Lin and Max. How'd you say his last name?
I think it's Huang.
And Max Huang are both phenomenal. Love seeing them. They come from the Jackie Chan school of martial arts filmmaking and martial arts. They're phenomenal. Everybody else from the first one kills it too. Josh Lawson coming back as Kano. Give me that all day, every day. The sets are great. So the CGI's shoddy in a couple spots, but it's still better than it is in the first one. There's set up for some things, as they mentioned, but there's no definite direction I feel like we're going in, which bums me out a little bit, but that's fine. Very much looking forward to number 3. And yeah, this was an improvement from 1. So let's keep it up.
I'll go next. I'm also at 8. This movie is fun. I did like the first one. Is it better than the first one? Yeah, it is. It is.
Yes.
But no knocks with the first one. I actually like that hashtag Justice for Cole Young. Some characters don't have a whole lot to do, but they still show up, so that's cool, I suppose. But I'm interested to see where they will go for Mortal Kombat 3, the movie. Will they? Because they can't do the invasion of Earthrealm with Shao Kahn, because that motherfucker did. Hashtag bring in Lei Mei.
Hashtag.
So, honestly, I had the best fucking time with this movie. I mean, it was just a phenomenal night. Everything about it was great. I was laughing my ass off all the time, as I'm hope and want to do with a Mortal Kombat movie. And it is, though I agree with you, Dreaded. I do like the first Mortal Kombat movie. This one is better. This is by far a better film. It had better visuals. It had a better budget. And I just had a lot of fun with the humor and the characters that we got. And I'm excited for the future of the franchise. And I actually give it an 8.5.
Well, we are all fans of Mortal Kombat 2, the movie. Hashtag Lee Mays, baby.
Mortal Kombat.
Dun 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 dun. One nitpick. The title drop in this film was weird. I thought the title drop was weird at the beginning.
I don't remember it off the top of my head.
It was like right at
Behind Kitana.
Yeah, that was just weird. I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, well, considering how and I mean this in the best way, considering how goofy this movie ends up being and the overall tone, that opening is like super serious and like dramatic, and then it's just got the dramatic reveal, the fucking title behind her, and then it goes right into Johnny Cage being goofy. And I was like, okay, sure.
Oh yeah, what's the movie that played in the beginning for Johnny Cage? Is it Cage Fury?
Fury, yeah.
Oh, epic movie right there. 10 out of 10 right there.
I would watch that if they actually did it. That would have been fucking sweet.
Same shit. All right, y'all. I think I'm out of stuff to say.
That's all right. Well, everybody, this does bring us to an end of our episode and movie review of Mortal Kombat 2. So thank you, everybody, for joining us. You all are phenomenal. But for now, we're going to call it a night here and, get ready to go catch the next movie. But until next time, guys, you can catch us on our social medias. We're on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Xbox. I was about to say X and Twitter. Twitter or X. My God, I cannot. I need to go to bed.
Put it on your Xbox. You can watch us on your Xbox.
I need to go to bed. Apparently,
you could watch us on X. You could go to X videos as well if you'd like.
Oh my goodness. Anyway, continuing on. You can also find us on Blue Sky, Threads, and LinkedIn. Yeah, so please, if you haven't already and you're not following here on Twitch, give us a follow. If you're not subscribed over on YouTube, please subscribe to us. Make sure you like that video over there as well, because it helps support us. Like it if you enjoyed the Mortal Kombat 2 movie. But until next time, guys, stay tuned to our social media so you know what we are reviewing. Oh my God, I can't talk. Please stay tuned next time so you know what we are reviewing next. And guys, when you come over next time, you better not forget that popcorn.
If you forget the popcorn, you're going to get fatalityed by Shao Kahn. And or Shang Tsung. Oh yeah. Hashtag Justice for Cole Young.
Hashtag Cole Young style. That's what I'm calling it now.
Hashtag Cole Young's an elder god.
All right, y'all. You have a great night. Peace.
Bye.
Laters.